Alright, so this is what I've created for my beat for my FMP. I sadly didn't manage to get as much of the making of as I wanted to because I just kind of got really into it and forgot to record. But I'm gonna give a quick run through of all the patterns and just everything in the song. Alright, so starts off with the piano. I have no idea why it's not showing. Give me like 1 second. Hello. Oh, right. I'm scrolled all the way. But yeah, basically the piano starts off with, I'm not sure if you can hear this, but it'd start off with a simple little C, basically octave, but with notes in between, so it's literally yeah, and that's what it started off. And then I basically used this preset in Nexus, which is like this very delayed, very nice, airy sounding piano, and this is what it came up to. That's basically that entire pattern, and that plays for most of the song, to be fair. Then we have the violin, which is literally just the Hollywood violins preset in Nexus. Once again, Nexus is one of my favorite plugins, to be fair, because it has instead of just synthesizing stuff, it uses where is it? I don't want this happening. Yeah, it uses like audio, so you can, as you can hear, it's just getting emptier and emptier, and now there's nothing, and then so yeah, that's the thing I really like about Nexus. But this is what Nexus is doing. It's literally 2 notes. It's going through that the entire song, just to add texture, because you always got to add that texture. Next we have a pad, which is called Pad Ocean. It was a custom preset. I believe I put it in Epic Pads, yeah. And it's just like this really nice. It's not really even like a pad, it's more of a pluck, but I really enjoy it. So let me show you what that's doing. It's basically following the chords of the song and just once again adding texture and filling out the sound. And this pattern is basically the same thing, but it's literally just instead of being different and like following the chords, it's only following like one chord. Yeah, so pattern 5. Oh, this is my favorite, because this is an ARP I made in 3 times oscillator, and I love it. It's amazing. It literally just, this is like most of the patterns in this, where it just follows 2 notes or like a couple of notes and stuff like that, because I didn't aim to make it like overly like difficult. Oh yeah, the brass, we have the brass now, which is doing the exact same thing I literally just said. Most of them will be. I might sound better like that though. Let's try it like that. Okay. So pattern 7, we have the hi-hats, which there we go. Yeah, hi-hats are really easy to do because of this magical feature, which is cut by grid, where it will take whatever your thing is here and then just do that. It's nothing really complicated, but this is the entire hi-hat pattern for the entire song, basically. So also, if you're wondering why it sounds really weird, oh, I need to open AutoHotkey. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. That should work. Yes. There we go. Alright, so it's this pattern 11 is literally, I'm pretty sure it's just a phaser. Yeah, a phaser and a sausage fattener to give it like that kind of squishy sound. It really helps it in the final mix because it just gives it more dynamic. Then we have the snare and the clap. This being the clap with the ding, and this being the snare. It's nothing special really. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea why I did it like this. Oh yeah, it's because the snare's just lowered, because I can literally just do that. Oh, I feel like it just sounds better with there being 2 layers to it. Next we have the kick pan, which yeah, it's really nothing special. I'm not really going into as much detail with this because there's nothing really special here. I added a compressor just to make it really punchy, and yeah, that's about it. Now we have my favorite pattern from the entire song, which is the 808, because I just love the way I did this, because not only did I change the velocity, I changed the panning of the notes, and it just sounds so badass. So let's give that a listen. And what I did to this was, I believe, a sausage fattener. Oh, yeah, I disabled these because it's just a bit too overwhelming when I have it on. Next pattern, we have, once again, the 808. Slightly different this time. As you could see, I'm really enjoying the pan function. And then we have the last pattern, which is more 808. As you can hear, it's getting slightly like more complex with each pattern. Alright, so now let's go with all the post-processing I went through to create this. So we start off with this lovely sample from Little Big Planet. Yeah, and it's just like a very smooth sample. So I put a bunch of stuff on that. I put Don't know why it showed me that. Yeah, I put momentary, which is a preset bank of gross beat, and then just did half speed on it. I added delay, parametric EQ to get rid of the sub bass frequencies and stuff like that. As you can hear, my voice is here, but it's not attached to the master channel, so it's not actually outputting anything. Anyways, next thing I put in were these effects, which I just really enjoy because they're like really ambient and eerie. And I feel they add to the creep factor, especially this one. I love that. Then we have down here little shakers. Well, they're not really shakers. I don't know what they're called, but like the thing where you grab it and yeah, I'll probably put it up on screen. Probably not, knowing me. And don't worry about this stuff. This was me just experimenting. Obviously, that's my tagline. And then we have that was me just trying to make like cool sounding intro, which didn't work. And then we have this dirty hi-hat loop, which is from CJ's main stash, which is a really good sample pack. It's massive and it's free, and I really recommend it. Then we have that this hat sounding loop, which is percussion, but it's just this syncopated hi-hat as well. I felt like it made the song feel much more bouncy. But that's about all that there is to the song. And I'll go through all the effects and stuff. So most of the Nexus plugins literally just have either like a delay or a EQ. Obviously Fruity Compressor for the kick, nothing on the 808 because it just overpowers it apparently. Just EQ on the snare and the clap. And then we have the phaser and the fat and sausage fattener on the hat. And then we basically have, apart from these ones, it's literally nothing else. So to now hear the song in action, I'm gonna mute these because they sound actually terrible. But I'm really proud how this song came out, and I feel that if I put my mind to it, I can make lyrics which can fit the song very, very well. There's the piano and like the plucky sound. Sample. And we have the nice 3XOSC up with the kick, hi-hats and claps. And now we have the effector, which is on the master channel. And it's the filter, so as you can see that moving. We also have gotta have the Fab Filter Pro, subtle stereo enhancer, and obviously the Fruity Soft Clipper to just make it way more hard hitting. So basically, like I wrote in my project proposal, I figured I'd mix the two things together and make it emotional yet like quite aggressive. So it's like hard hitting, but it's kind of like sad and emotional because of like obviously the sample I used and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the song, and I'm really proud I made it. It took me, let's guess, about 7 hours, 6.5 hours. But yeah, I didn't want to. Not only did I forget to record, but I also thought after the fact that it'd be a bit boring if it was literally just me for 7 hours straight, like a 7 hour long video making this. So I'm making this kind of recap video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And that's the end of this week's video. See you next week.